Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. So, we are going to be wrapping up our previous unfinished procedural fences as well as the procedural railway tracks that we created in the last two streams. So, if I check that out from this level, so last time we were making this track so that this can be deformed along the landscapes and the landscape can deform along the track. So all these issues with the landscape, we will set up additional parameters that will create a very smooth follow for the landscape. So if you look into the code for that, uh, let's just check that out. So this is the function I am using to deform the landscape along the spline, but we still have to uh, parameterize this all these options. We were hard coding and to make the landscape a bit smoother whenever the railway tracks are actually deforming along it. So we will try and do that. All right. So let's just create the parameters for now. Let me close the other tabs. Okay. So here I will add the parameters. So the parameters I'm going to need is uh, start follow-up scale and end follow-up scale. This is the scale because the base follow-up is still going to be the vertical track spacing. So you can add a scale on top of it. Also start roll, end roll, and number of subdivisions. And I also need width scale because this is the basic width that we are starting from. We will need start and end width scale. So let's just implement all this. So we need 6, 7 parameters. Not functions, but U properties actually. These ones, okay. So this will be start, deform, start, scale. By default, it is going to be 1. Then we have deform end scale equal to 1. So, and then we have deform start for deform start follow-up scale, deform end follow-up scale, okay, and you two more. It's going to be start roll and end roll. This is going to be 0, and this is also going to be 0 end roll. And then we have number of subdivisions, deform subdivisions. By default, let's keep it something like 25. Not float, but int. All right. So Now I will be implementing this over here. So this is going to be deform start scale. This is going to deform end scale. Start follow scale. End follow scale. Then we have start roll. End roll. Number of divisions is going to be this. Right. So let's just compile. Now we are going to 1 second, just go to the default classic layout. Anyway, let's just restart this editor. One second. So here we can, let's just adjust these parameters. Over here I got these parameters. So we need to continue clicking on this because this is not going to be real time. I can make this real time also. Well, 1 second, let's just check this out first. Deform scale. Yeah, speed changes. Oh, yeah, there is one issue which is I need to fix this. I think yeah, we also need to clear the layers previously. So I'm getting the landscape here, but I'm not clearing the previous layer. We first need to clear the layer. So let me open the code for another project from where I'm going to copy the logic for clearing the layer. So here, so yes, this is what I'm doing. Okay. Do I have the code over here? Let's just check. No, I don't. So I need to copy this over. All right. If target landscape, then layer index, and then it's going to clear the layer. So the layer name is railway track spline. Layer. You know, I can also pass the layer name from here. If string layer deform layer name, but ensure that whatever layer you are adding, whatever layer name you're having for the road spline in your landscape, you need to have the exact same layer, obviously, otherwise it won't work. So yesterday I already showed you about that, about how to set up your uh, landscape layer for editable spline. So please check that out. Here I'm going to add this deform layer name. Okay, so I'm just going to give this. Alright, so I can simply call this now like this. Yeah. Alright. So it is going to clear the previous layer now, I guess. So let's just check this. Deform. Yes, it is clearing the previous layer. And now it is working as expected. So if you change the scale, yes, if you increase the fall off, let's say 1.2 to 2, I will also check with the roll 20 to 50. Yeah, that is too much. Reduce the roll a bit, 2 to 5. Yes. So this fall off is this fall off is creating this sharp turn. So I will just change the fall off till I get a satisfactory result. No, not this. I will reduce the fall off. Yeah. So now let's change the position of the splines and see how this works. So now it is again going inside, but I will again click the deform landscape. So if I click on this again, so it is deforming accurately. And obviously after this you can further uh, smoothen out this, but I will also try and change the settings and see how this works. If I set the start and end scale to 2, yeah, it is going further apart. So let's give something a reasonable number, like let's say 1.3, 1.3. Also fall off can be 1.5, 1.5. I think yeah, it's look good. It if I increase the fall off to very large number, let's see what happens. Yes, it's completely smoothening out. So like between 2 and 3, I think it's going to be fine mostly. And also 1.5, 1.8. Yeah, I think this looks cool, right? So now if you change the position of the spline further like this and then you click on deform, yeah, it's going to deform this direction, and here you see the sharp scratch. So let's just see how that can be fixed. Let me reset the values. I think if you increase the fall off, okay, so that is still there too. Let me go to the landscape. Okay, so no. Yeah, actually the issue is whenever you went over to the landscape, it cleared the previous layer. So to fix that, what we did is, Okay, so let's just go to the landscape. Near the sculpt layer. Okay, now if you check this deform landscape, yeah, now I don't see the sharp freezes, but now let's go to the landscape and sculpt. Here I'm going to add a little bit of sculpts, right? Now let's go back and deform landscape. It's coming like this. Let's just fix this. This. Now it is better. So let's check this. 5. So if you now go and do this and then click on deform, it is going to it is creating these sharp edges. But if you do this, now it's going to find. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it still does most of your work. The sharp edges at the end can be manipulated with the landscape spline as well. Right, so let's see how this looks in the gameplay. Okay, I need to add the player starts above the ground. Okay, doesn't have the collision, so we'll fix the. This has the collision, right? Yes. So this mesh has the collision. It now. Okay, since this is a spline mesh, I think the collision is disabled by default. So let's remove collision and then add this auto convert collision. Apply. I think this collision is fine. For here, for the spline mesh, I need to maybe add the collision. So let's see how we can do that. Coordinate physics. Let's see how this works now. Now, is this at all hitting? Okay, I think that we need to just, yes, now it will maybe work. Yes, yes, now I can clearly see the collision. See, but it is, I think it is, yes, it is climbing a bit up, and from here it is going. So we need to improve the collision actually. Let's just remove for auto convex. Let's improve this. So complex collision, yes. What if I add box collision instead? Yes, yes, it's going up. Yes, it's going above it. Yes, as you can see. Yeah, there are slight issue with that, but its leg is going inside. Yeah, because of the box also it's flying above the ground. This may be a little better collision. Uh, let's just go back to this one. Let's check out the collisions now. This one, yes. Going inside. But here it is getting that motion on it. That's weird. Oh, no, not these. Okay, let's check this out. Ask GPT. This I have to uh, make the constructor work first every time. Yes, it is working. It is working slightly. Yes, let me get inside up. Yes, now it is working perfectly. Okay. And now if I go over here and remove the collision, what's going to happen? Yes, now it's going in. So now I will auto convex collision, maximum settings, hit apply. Now let's check. Yes. If I go up, yes, it's working perfectly. Want to check the IK. Yes, now it is perfectly aligned with the track. So although technically you won't be able to walk or run through the from up the tracks are usually uh, width are usually smaller than that. So I will just reduce the width a bit. No, not this one. I can do this. Yes. So point something like point 0.8, 0.7 is going to be perfect. Yeah, I will accept this. Okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. So now we are going to take a look into the fences or also. So we were building these fences and we are working on the orientation, which can be horizontal or vertical. So based on that, we have defined parameters and settings. So in this case, where these fences, you have actually three different types of meshes working on. There are two main columns. One is aligned vertically, another is aligned horizontally. This one is aligned horizontally. This one is aligned vertically. And you have the secondary mesh info, which is also aligned vertically between the primary meshes over here. So if we change this to horizontal, it is going to all get all messed up. So for horizontal, so uh, 1 second. So we have different settings for the horizontal, for the vertical. Let's not bother with that now because this is a perfectly working fence. You typically get most of the different fence type done by just one horizontal settings, or the horizontal settings along the main column is going to be enough. But still, once I have finished the rest of the features, I can figure out if we can have a system to create both horizontal and vertical secondary mesh info map. So when you are designing the secondary mesh to be horizontal, it basically means it's going to be even between these gaps, right? Doesn't make much of a sense. Instead, you can just have the primary columns also spawn between these gaps with this. But yeah, we will try and create such a fence feature in future, when, or maybe today if we are done with the rest of the functionality. But for now, the thing I'm most interested in is adding a custom gate in any of the location, or maybe multiple gates. So for that, okay, let's close this. And over here, I will be creating another function for the gates. All right. generate gates. It created some property. This is fine. Randomize gate equal to true. All right, I'm back. So let's see what GPT has given us. Okay, so here we have this structure. Let's implement the structure first. Procedural things. Okay, let's understand what's happening. So we have the get position, we have the get mesh, get width. Oh. Now let's just correct. As position is determined by the distance. Distance, okay. So adjusting the distance itself adjusts the position. All right, so let's now modify this. So let's modify the get info. We have distance and spline, we have get mesh, we have get width. Okay, get width is auto calculated based on the actual get mesh dimension. So no need to add this. Just we need uniform scale float as a scale multiplier. So we are going to add a floating value of the scale instead over here. So uniform scale, let's keep it as 1. All right. And let's see what this function does. I also need the variable we get info over here gets if get info gets. All right. And over here, let's check. Yeah, this will be our variable uniform scale instead. So yeah, this is fine. Get location and distance along spline, then it is setting the world location and rotation. It is setting the world scales 3D. Yeah. Now we need to implement this. Yay. It created additional structure. Interesting. Let's just re-roll it and see how different it thinks this time. Okay, it's doing a very similar thing. Let's just go with this now. Then we have in the generate fence. Okay. Uh, no. Let's just pass along this function to it. No, this was the previous function. So here in my main columns, so this is the entire loop. So we will implement the logic over here while current distance less than total length. Yeah, here it is. While current distance less than total length, intersect get equal to false. I think this might work. Let's check this out. Yeah, get placements can be calculated from here. Equal to calculate get placements. This will be placed above the, yeah, outside the for loop. Current distance greater than. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. Then you have rest of the functionalities. Let's just check if this is working. All right. So now we will add our first gate. Here you go. Gets. We need a get mesh first. So let's check for any static mesh that we have. So let's check for door. Yeah, we can use this wooden doors as gate, right? It's going to crash. Oh, I think somewhere it's in infinite loop. So let's check. Yeah, total length is 3450. Okay. Intersect gate, current distance, intersection adjustment is 0. Okay. This is an issue. Current distance is not incrementing at all. So let's just figure this out. Current distance equal to 5 and then current distance equal to gate placement is minus. Why is this minus 5? Okay, we have to, I think, calculate, check what's happening over here. Gate distance equal to 0. Mesh bound says 1098 to 21. That's fine. Get width is also 10. Start distance. Oh, this is somehow messed up. So start distance is going to be get distance itself, and end distance is going to be get distance plus get width. I think this is going to be the right logic. Now where were we? Here. So let's bring the debugger all the way to the end in order to make this loop compile. Okay. Now let's compile this. And reset. Is it again an infinite loop? Why? Weird. Again it's 0. That shouldn't be the case. Start distance 0. End distance is 10. Current distance is 10 also. Okay. Wait a second. Somewhere it's missing some uh, logic. So let's just check it one more time. No way. Not come out of this while loop. Okay, first let's come out of this, and now let's come out of this. Okay. No, that's totally messed up. So let's just check that out again. Here. So first time this is 0. Okay, so let's debug this. So it is 0 first time, then it is intersect get is false. This is 0, then get placement. I have only one get. Current distance is 0, get placement start distance is 0, end distance is 10. So end distance minus current distance 10, that is fine. Current distance plus intersection adjustment, which is 10. Now current distance is 10. If okay, now what happens? Intersection adjustment is end distance is also 10 and current distance is also the same. Now, hmm, here it needs to be maybe I can remove the gate from the gate placement. Dot remove and it's only for the okay. Anyway, let's not remove this. Let's add a very small value. That can also work, I think. Now if I add a gate, have the door mesh, this one. Oh, completely change the alignment. No, add this. That's weird. Okay. Maybe I need to implement the. It was world location, so maybe let's just get back to local location for the gates. Here, local, local, set relative location and rotation. Okay, now I cannot see the gate at all. Set this to 0. No, this is still quite messed up. Let's just check out what's the issue we are having over here. One second. Oh, I'm not even using this function. Then what was the... Okay, I got it. Some issue. I was not even calling this function at all, but even then this should not happen, right? Anyway, let's just place this first. So what exactly was happening over here? Okay, it was just getting the get mesh and bounds, but not actually placing the gates. So we need to place the gates also first. Let's just place the gates and then generate the fences. So now what happened? Can you see the gate? No, I cannot still see the gate. So let's see if this is working fine. Okay, I will do one thing. I will just remove the adjustment logic from here. I'll just remove this logic and I will just concentrate on placing the gate. So once the gate is placed correctly, then I will think about adjusting the fences. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, so I cannot see the gate, so that means the gate is not placed correctly. Let's go over here. Gate Enforce line. Get distance is 0. Location, yes. Maybe, yeah, the get is not registered, I guess. Component. Also, it is not attached. Register component with world, get world. We need to do an attached to as well. Something like this. Oh, where is the gate, man? It is not created at all. Let's just check. This is working. Get mesh. Oh, this is not valid itself. What? What is coming as like this? Yeah, it is valid. Attach to component. 2633 relative location. Get distance equal to something like 24. So let's, yeah, this is exactly how I'm also doing the fence calculations. quite weird unless I'm missing something very trivial or very silly. This is very weird that I'm generating the mesh, but the mesh is not visible at all. If I change this, I think change this. No, if I add a cube, no, it's still the same. No, it is not visible anywhere. There must be something I'm missing out over here. Let's just check this out. This is an interesting where I can actually add a debug sphere and check if this is working like this. Okay, first of all, the location of the sphere is totally wrong. And secondly, even then the gate should be appearing here, right? It's not. That's weird. What's exactly happening over here? Let's check. Nope. No sign of the gate at all. No. Let's just delete this and add it again. This time I am only going to add the gate and not the fence. You Interesting. The gate is not visible. Let's just close this and open it again. Let's create an view property which hold the reference to the component get components. Okay. Oh, that's why. This is why it is not placing. It's going getting destroyed over here. Once it is placing, oh man, come on. This has to be done before anything else. Yes, yes. Oh man. Spent so much time figuring this out. Damn. But anyway, yeah, this is how it is done. So I don't need to add a name for the gate anymore. Where it is. Yeah, this is fine. And so this is going to be get info dot uniform scale. And also we need to bring back this logic over here. Right. So now if you check this, yes, you can actually manipulate this and move the gate around. So I will add a actual door over here so that it makes sense. Now here I have a door, so I can increase the scale. Okay, and now I'm going to add some main columns. Let's make this cube, SM cube. Yes, but still overlapping. Is the height, not the height. I think it's horizontal distance. If you reduce this, you get a lot of, but it's still overlapping. I'm not sure if this logic is working at all. Let's add it over here. Now check. If you increase, if you change the value, so this is going to get fired. Then intersection adjustment going to 496 minus 360. Current distance is equal to 360. 326 and 496. If intersect gate, then this is true. This is being added, but no, it's still overlapping. We will figure that out tomorrow. So I don't think I have the time today because we were supposed to ensure that this live stream stays from 10:30 to 12, and I already spent so much time figuring a very silly mistake, but unfortunately I have to leave for today. But tomorrow, not exactly tomorrow because this is Monday to Friday. So Monday I will again come back at 10:30 AM IST. So I will continue my work on this. Along with there are a lot of other uh, architecture that I was building, including these stairs and the